Hello, Virgos, and welcome to your week ahead reading for the week of May 29th. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for a more well-rounded perspective. And if you're interested in a personal reading or my Patreon page, check out the description box below for links to those. I've already pulled the cards, and I'm doing something a little bit different this week. I actually also pulled an Elder Futhark rune. I'm going to start with the rune. The rune for this week that I have pulled is the Pertho rune, and I feel like this is coming in strong with what's behind the veil. That sense of the mysteries that's behind the veil, that mystery, that the unknown, the unseen. In Norse mythology, there is writings out there regarding how the feminine representation in Norse myths and legends, if something is presented as a woman or a daughter or a mother, a lot of times it is metaphorically a representation of things that are hidden or unseen. And so I feel like that is what is coming through very strong. This has a bit of a connection in some regards to what would be the equivalent of the moon card in the tarot. But that, again, that the hidden, the unknown, behind the veil, a little bit of high priestess energy kind of along with that. So the unknown, this is what I feel is coming through very strong as far as the Pertho card. So I feel like the message that's going to come through is going to be about that hidden perspective, the unknown perspective. The second thing I noticed right away as far as the main cards that I've pulled for your reading is both of these are considered major arcana cards. And so generally I will take this to mean, especially when I'm drawn to point this out, that there is a hidden hand kind of guiding things. And it's one of those things where it's not that you don't have free will or free range in your life or your life decisions. I'm not one who believes in a solidly solidified perception of destiny or fate. I do believe that we have free will. We make choices. But once we make certain choices, it does sort of solidify a path that we're on in some regard, and there's nuances to that, but hopefully what I'm saying makes sense. So I feel like the major arcana, the fact that these are both major arcana cards that are coming through for you specifically in this particular reading, in conjunction with this particular rune, is that there is a guiding hand that is helping or assisting the events that are going on. So there are things that are occurring that are actually the result of just choices or decisions that you've made even recently or in the past. But there is an element of a guiding hand that's coming in along with it. So whether it's guiding it to kind of push you in the right direction or guiding the events so that they do not have as detrimental as effects as they would if they were just allowed to go on their own chaotic stream. Or just, that guiding hand because you trust in your ancestors and you've kind of opened up the portal for them to be able to guide it. It doesn't matter. The overall overarching message that I'm getting in conjunction with the major arcana cards as well as that Pertho rune is just letting me know that there is a sense of a guiding force that is in along or in conjunction with the events that you're going to be experiencing this particular week. And so let's go ahead and look at the cards specifically. And we have the High Priestess. I feel like I'm being told to pull them both up and talk about them together. So the High Priestess and the Lady card. The High Priestess has to do with that connection, that material connection, that physical, tangible person who helps or assists, is a shaman, a medicine person, someone who is someone who has a connection. They are a conduit to the spiritual side. They may have a deeper connection. They've maybe have dedicated their life to have a connection. So the High Priest is someone who that you will go to for guidance because that is their life work. Just like a chef might be able to cook or bake a particular recipe better because that's their life work. That is what they have spent their life honing and practicing. It's the same kind of concept with this High Priest card. There is someone either you do already know or you're going to meet this particular week who has that connection. It is their life work to hone this skill of being a conduit and a messenger or someone who channels messages from the spirit realm. And so you are going to connect with that person. And for some of you, this is actually a message of you yourself. You are going to become aware of this connection, how you are a conduit. You are able to connect. We all have the ability to connect to our ancestors and our gods. But again, we also all have the ability to cook. But some people, because it's their life's work, it's just more, they're more in tuned to it. But at any rate, this is the High Priest coming through, followed with the Lady card. There, I feel like this is is just saying that there are elements of your spiritual practice that has been feeling very abstract up until now. You've been putting in the work, you've been doing the work, you've been connecting spiritually, you've been doing the workings in hopes to help create this connection from the spiritual realm into the physical. Maybe you've been doing workings for healing past traumas, or you've been doing workings to help you with your job or your career, or to get a promotion. Whatever the case may be, you've been putting in the physical work, you've been creating the scenarios that allows you to hopefully engage or interweave your spiritual and mundane. And this is just letting me know that some of that's going to come to fruition, or some of that's going to solidify. You've created the fertile grounds, and as a result of that, you are going to experience the birth of those events, the after effect, the end results of the work that you have been putting through. It's finally going to come into the physical realm. It's finally going to be birthed. The gestation period is over, essentially. All right, that is all I have for you, Virgo. I hope this has made some sense to you. I hope that you experience revelations and connections this week and have a beautiful week, and we'll see you in a future video.